Good morning, student. So, today we are going to discuss maxima and minima. Maxima and minima, this is one of the important topic of class 12 of application of derivative as well as in calculus. Okay, so one of the important question will come in board exam also. So, maxima and minima, it's not so tough and it's not so easy. Okay, so today we will see the basic part of the minima and maxima. So if I am saying about the maxima and minima, what comes in your mind? Okay, what comes in your mind? You think maxima means like that above and minima means down. The same we are going to study in mathematics also, okay, in the form of derivative. Now I am starting from very beginning, okay. So can you remember when you were in very lower class, that means KG, UKG, 1, class 1, what is your first drawing? What is your first drawing? Maybe your first drawing is like that. You draw in this way mountain, okay, and here another mountain we draw like that, okay, and between there somewhere sun. My drawing is not so good, adjust it. So, and from somewhere rivers flowing like that, and there is one small house here. Okay, adjust the drawing. Now this drawing, everybody draw this drawing when you are in lower class. I think my first drawing is in this type only, okay. So we understand the maxima and minima with the help of this drawing, okay. So this is lots of students saying that this topic is tough, but it's not like that. It's very easy. Let's see. So I will collect something from your first drawing. Clear? Now what we understand by the maxima? Let's see. So I will pick up from your drawing this part. So I will draw it here. Okay, I draw it here. Maximum means this point. Okay, the peak means greatest one. After this point, no points are there. So this point is the peak point. That peak point is known as minima. Okay, when I reverse this, okay, this drawing, I reverse in this way. Now this point is minimum point. This is known as minima. Okay, so what do we understand? Maxima means the peak point of that curve, and minima means that the lowest point of the curve. Okay, so this is the first concept we understand about the maxima and minima. Okay, so this all are very much useful in our day-to-day life. So I will show you some example. So suppose one student or somebody throw a stone, okay, to open sky. Then what these stones going like that? So this is the hand, okay. He throw the stone like that. Then the stone goes in this way and suddenly reach some point. After that it's falling down. Okay, after that it's falling down. That peak point we consider as the maximum point. Okay, that maximum point. So that peak point we consider as the maximum. Clear? After that, the minimum is also like that. When we reverse that curve, okay, then this point is known as the minimum point. After this point, this is the lowest point and no point will beyond this. Okay, this is the lowest point. That's why it's called as minimum. Okay, so in our book also there's lots of examples are given in day-to-day life, and we will see lots of question which is very useful in our day-to-day life about the maxima and minima. Okay, so let us see some example given in our book. So first one is the profit from a mangrove of the orange tree is given by px, and this is condition is given. Then how many tree per acre will the maximize the profit? Suppose one orange give some orange, okay, and they give the equation. Then per acre how many orange tree we have to put there, then we get the maximum profit. Clear? Then like the stone thrown example is also given. And number three example is interesting one. An Apache helicopter of enemy is flying along the path given by the curve. A soldier plays at a point where the helicopter is nearest to him. What is the nearest distance? That means in Roman number 3, they are saying that one helicopter, enemy helicopter, suppose this is the helicopter, okay, flying. So here soldier is here, this is the soldier. So one enemy helicopter is flying. So soldiers place in such a way the position gun place, then if the helicopter reach its minimum point, then he will shot it. Okay, so this is the some technical example. Okay, so this all note that we have lot of definitions, first derivative test, second derivative test. That's not too difficult, but we have to understand the what is the maxima and minimum. Okay, after that I will show the graph. I will show the graph what about the local maxima and local minima means. Okay, so if I draw a curve like this, if I draw a curve, okay, in this way it's going on, this is the curve. Clear? Now if this is a curve, then this point is called a local maximum point. Okay, so this point is what? Greatest to all other point. This point is greatest to all other point. In the same way, this point is local minimum point, because this point is the lowest among other point if you compare. Okay, so this is local maxima, this is local minima, local maxima, local minima, local maxima. So if the curve, you see this curve, then you will notice that this point is greatest among all other three. So we consider that point as absolute maxima, and this point is absolute minima. This point means this look like the same, so I will little change this, then it's little different. So you see this and this is the lowest one, so we call it, this is absolute minima and this is absolute minima, and the curve is in this way. Okay, so here this point is we consider as the local maxima, local maxima, local maxima, and that is also local maxima, and term as is absolute maximum point. So and this is absolute minimum point. So I hope you understand. So once again I explain what about the maxima and minima means. Maxima means maximum of something. Okay, minimum means minimum value. So here if I will draw the graph once again, I draw a curve, okay, then we will see that this curve has what? Collection of that point. All the point has the collection, and after that this point is the highest point. That point is considered as maximum point. Okay, after that this all other point are considered as the minimum. Okay, minimum point. And this point, if you draw the curve, okay, if you draw a line, this is parallel to x-axis, and we call this point as the slope dy by dx equal to 0. Okay, so dy by dx equal to 0 gives what? Dy by dx, the slope of dy by dx gives the curve of what value? The maximum value. Also this point, if you draw the graph here, then this is dy by dx. Okay, this is dy by dx equal to 0. When you get the slope dy by dx, then it's what? We got the maximum point here. If the slope is dy by dx, here also it's 0. That means the slope here also, if you get dy by dx equal to 0, then it's also give the minimum point. Okay, you understand what I'm going to say? This peak point, if you draw this as slope, then this will be dy by dx equal to 0. Okay, so similarly I am saying that if I draw a curve here, then I will get dy by dx here also 0. Then how we understand, if you get dy by dx equal to 0, okay, then it's maxima or minima. Okay, for that we have to do second order derivative. Okay, second order derivative. Now if we will get dy by dx equal to 0, then we can't say that the point we get over dy by dx equal to 0 is maxima or minima. Okay, for finding the maxima and minima point value, we have to go second derivative test. Okay, today I will show you little, then after that I will go for the definition one by one. First I will go for first derivative test, and I will go for the second derivative test, and I am going for solve some of the example. Okay, so this is dy by dx and this is dy by dx. Then we go for second derivative test. Means whatever the function, suppose this is the curve. Okay, this is the function, and this function has some curve. Okay, so this function we will get dy by dx equal to what? 0. That means we will get from this relation, we will get some point, but point is maximum point or minimum point, we not understand that. For understanding that, we are going to second derivative test. This is dy by dx square. If dy by dx is greater than 0, okay, dy by dx is greater than 0, then we will get minimum point. Okay, then we will get the minimum point. If dy by dx square less than 0, okay, dy by dx is less than 0 means 0 is greater. Whatever we get the value that is negative, then we will get the maximum. Okay, so from these two values, second derivative test, what are we going to understand? If we get positive value, then we will say minimum. Okay, if you get the positive value, then we will say it's minimum. Okay, if you get the negative value, then we will say maximum. This is slightly different. Okay, usually we understand that positive means the maximum, negative means the minimum, but our case is little different here. So if we'll, after doing the second derivative test, we will get the negative value, then we will say that the point is at maximum. Okay, so if we will get the positive value, then we will say that the point is at what? Minimum value. Okay, minimum value. So there is one question arise. Okay, if this is one condition, this is two condition, number three condition, if we not get one of these two, okay, maybe we will get dx square equal to 0. Okay, maybe we get dy square dx equal to 0. Then what? It's minimum or maximum. If we get like that, then we call the point of inflations. That means the point is neither maxima nor minima. So I will show the curve which is nor minima and nor maxima. Okay, if you draw the graph of y equal to x cube, okay, y equal to x cube, then what type of graph you will get? Let's see. If you draw the graph of f of x equal to or y equal to x cube, okay, f of x or y equal to x cube, then I will get the curve in this way. So where is the maximum point and minimum point? We don't know. Okay, so here we not get the maximum and minimum value. So it's not possible to get all the curve, all the function has maxima and minimum value. So here we will get dy by dx equal to this square by y dx equal to 0. That means at that point it's neither maximum nor minimum. So we call it, that point is point of inflation. Okay, point of inflection. Okay, so sometime what happen? Sometime our curve is little different than other. So let's see. Sometime our curve is in this way also. Like that, directly it's come and directly it's going. Okay, so this is our curve. So we know that if the curve is going in this way, then we will get a local maximum point, local minimum point, but here this is not local. Okay, so although we will get this point is maximum point, but we not get this point value by differentiating. Okay, by differentiating we will not get the point directly. So in that case we will do the other method. Okay, we will do the other method to solve in this type of point. We are going to find the maximum and minimum point of that, because that are not differentiable. That are not differentiable at that point, and we are unable to find the value with the help of dy by dx. Clear? Okay. Now one more thing we are going to study. Let's see. So if our curve is in this way, So this is our curve. Okay, this is our curve. So if I will draw the tangent, okay, if I will draw the tangent over here like that, tangent means the slope of that curve, okay, then you see this angle is what? This angle is theta, and it is acute angle. This angle is theta, and we consider that as acute angle. Now when we draw another, this is what? This is a slope where we will get dy by dx equal to 0, means tan 0 degree. Okay, slope is 0, means angle is 0, then we will get like that. So now if we draw a slope over here, okay, slope over here, and then how we'll get the slope? By taking the angle from like this. Okay, so this angle is what? Obtuse angle. Obtuse means greater than 90. Obtuse angle. Clear? So let's see. Now you see that tan theta, here tan theta, this is also tan theta. Tan theta means the slope. Slope, let's see the slope. Tan theta, and theta is acute here. That means the positive value. Okay, positive value. When we travel, so this is the positive, then 0, then obtuse means tan greater than 90 degree, it's give the negative value. That means when we travel from positive value to negative, then what curve we will get? Maximum. Maximum we will get. Okay, so in the same way, if we draw this like that, okay, we will get this what? Obtuse angle. We will get this acute angle. So when we travel negative to positive, then we will get minimum curve. Okay, minimum curve. Let's see once again. This all are basic. Just try to understand what is maximum and minimum. Okay, so maximum means what I am saying, the top point of this curve like that, no other point reach here, then we call that is maximum. And what about the minimum? If your curve is like that, then we will get this point as a minimum point. Okay, so so this all for today. Okay, next day means in my next class I am going to discuss the first derivative test and the second derivative test. Okay, so most probably first derivative test in my next class, and after this next class is second derivative test. After that we are going to solve some of the question of related that maxima and minima, that I think exercise 6.5. okay, so that's all for today. Thank you. Okay, if you not understand any problem, then you give me the message. So that's all for today. Thank you everybody.